Alcatraz. The name conjures images of cold grey walls, iron bars, and the chilling stories of notorious criminals. Rising from the frigid waters of San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz Island, aptly nicknamed the Rock, has captivated the public imagination for decades. Its history stretches back centuries, first serving as a military fortification in the mid-1800s. But it was its transformation into a maximum security penitentiary in 1934 that cemented its place in American folklore. For 29 years, Alcatraz housed some of the most dangerous criminals in the United States. Names like Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, echoed through its corridors. Surrounded by the treacherous currents of the bay, escape from Alcatraz seemed impossible. The prison boasted state-of-the-art security measures, and the frigid waters and strong currents served as a natural deterrent. The roster of inmates at Alcatraz reads like a who's who of organized crime. Al Capone, the notorious Chicago gangster, arrived on the island in 1934. His reign of terror in Chicago had made him a national celebrity, but on Alcatraz he was just another inmate stripped of his power and influence. George Machine Gun Kelly, a notorious kidnapper, also spent time within Alcatraz's walls. Perhaps the most infamous inmate was Robert Stroud, known as the Birdman of Alcatraz. While the moniker suggests a connection to the island's bird population, Stroud never actually kept birds on Alcatraz. He had earned his nickname during his time at Leavenworth Penitentiary, where he was allowed to keep birds in his cell. Stroud's story, while intriguing, highlights the harsh realities of life within Alcatraz's walls. Today, Alcatraz is a National Park Service site, offering visitors a glimpse into its haunting past. Ferries transport visitors to the island, where they can explore the cell blocks, dining hall, and recreation yard. The audio tour, narrated by former inmates and guards, provides a chillingly realistic account of life on the Rock. Visitors can stand in the cramped cells, imagining the isolation and despair that the inmates endured. The atmosphere on Alcatraz is palpable. The cold, damp air seems to cling to the walls, whispering tales of confinement and despair. The silence, broken only by the cries of gulls overhead, is a stark reminder of the island's isolated past. Section 4, where nature meets history. While the prison's history dominates the island, Alcatraz also possesses a stark beauty. The island is home to a variety of birdlife, including cormorants, gulls, and herons. Wildflowers bloom among the ruins, adding a splash of color to the otherwise grey landscape. The views from Alcatraz are breathtaking. The Golden Gate Bridge shimmers in the distance, and the San Francisco skyline rises majestically across the bay. The island's natural beauty, juxtaposed against its grim history, creates a truly unique and thought-provoking experience. Section 5, a place of protest. Alcatraz's story extends beyond its years as a penitentiary. In 1969, a group of Native American activists occupied the island, claiming it as their own. The occupation, which lasted for 19 months, brought attention to the plight of Native Americans in the United States. The activists, who called themselves Indians of all tribes, argued that under the Treaty of Fort Laramie, 1868, all retired, abandoned or out-of-use federal land was to be returned to the native people from whom it was acquired. The Alcatraz occupation, while ultimately unsuccessful in its goal of reclaiming the island, played a significant role in the Native American rights movement. Section 6, an enduring enigma. Alcatraz Island remains an enigma, a place where history and legend intertwine. Its story is one of confinement and isolation, but also of resilience and beauty. The island's haunting atmosphere, its notorious past and its breathtaking views combine to create an unforgettable experience. Alcatraz is a stark reminder of the human capacity for both good and evil. It is a place that continues to fascinate and intrigue, drawing visitors from around the world to contemplate its many layers of history and meaning.